Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful evening. Well, welcome to the Libra May 2022 reading. So if you guys don't know, my name is Tara and I'm with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot. And if you'd like to learn a little bit more about me, check out the information box down below. I have my website down there, so if you want to check out my readings, all that good stuff, any other info about me, that is down below. And maybe also check out the Leon Mystery School, Desert Cauldron, which, by the way, Desert Cauldron is having its 1-year shop-iversary on May 1st, so stay tuned for a special sale coming up, plus some specialty items for Beltane for that May 1st shop-iversary, so definitely check it out. But also, May 1st, my newsletter is coming out, and I have, wow, quite a few people signed up for that newsletter now. I don't play the spam game, so I literally send out a newsletter on the 1st of every month full of witchy goodness and DIYs and channels that I'm watching, books that I'm reading, crystals that I'm utilizing, herbs that I'm using. So if you're interested in any of that, definitely go check it out. Okay. So today, like I said, we are going to dive into Libra's May 2022 reading. But first off, I would just like to cast a circle. So hold on, let me just adjust this camera real quick. But I like to cast an elemental circle just to kind of clear out the energy in the area, just make sure that everything that comes through is for our best and highest good, and the messages are as clear as possible. Okay, so first and foremost, utilizing each of the elements, going to start off with some fire. Have my little candle in there. And let's see, let's get her. And there we go. Got our little fire going. Da, da, da. And using a little bit of Palo Santo for the air element. So let's go ahead and get that going as well. Just intending to utilize these physical items for the energetic clearing that they offer. All right. And you guys don't physically, obviously, have to be in this space with me, this physical space, because energy does not, I would say, contain itself in space or time. So no matter when you're watching this video, even if it's in the replay, you're within that energetic circle. Okay, I'd also like to utilize the water element here. So using a little bit of my moon water, again, just taking its energetic properties to cleanse the space, and perhaps a little bit on me. Oh, I even got the camera as well. Okay, well, camera's cleansed. All right, for the earth element, I have my wand here, and this is actually a eucalyptus wand with this beautiful quartz on it. And I bought this from James over at Light of Riga a while back, and now he and I are making wands together for our Desert Cauldron shop. So if you're interested in beautiful wands like this, definitely go check out the shop. But I'm going to start with the north, which is off to the right of me, and going to call in those elemental energies to help us with our circle casting today. All right, just getting nice and centered, calling in the energies of the north to help us to cast our circle today. Calling in the elementals of the east to help us cast our circle today. Calling in the elementals of the south to help us to cast our circle today. Calling in the elementals of the west to help us to cast our circle today. All right, our circle is cast. Let our work begin, and so it is. All right. So also, just a little bit of extra. I love sound. I'm going to use my Tibetan singing bowl to, again, just kind of break up the energy, and then we can dive into that reading. That is so nice. All right, you guys. So let's see what May has in store for our Libra friends. So again, Libra, sun, moon, rising, or dancing around with the planets somewhere else in your chart, or perhaps you're just trying to understand your Libra friends, your Libran friends for the month of May. I myself am a Libra moon, so I am also interested to see what's coming up for us this month. Okay, I have here my daily crystal inspirations deck that I'm going to utilize. I have quite a few decks here that I'm going to use this evening. My essential oil oracle cards, the Playful Heart Tarot, my Wally's World oracles, my Wally Toe. And if you're interested in my Wally's World, the link is down below. I also have here my Witch's Tarot. And all these decks seem to be working rather well with each other as I've been going through these zodiac readings. I do want to mention, this is the Universal Folk Oracle I'm also going to use, that tomorrow's reading, the Scorpio reading, I'm going to actually push to May 2nd because I'm going to be out of town tomorrow. I'm going to be going to a place called the Bloody Basin. That's where I'm taking my Jeep out there, going to do a little bit of camping. And I'm going to use the 100 Ink Animals Oracle as well. So we'll be back on Thursday, so I'll be able to continue with Aquarius on Thursday, and then I'll have my other zodiac reading on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then that Scorpio reading will just get rescheduled from tomorrow to Monday of the following week. Okay, so I have my little notes sheet here, so let's dive into that monthly reading. And for the monthly reading, I have created a spread along with James, who's sitting over there, who's of Light of Riga. And since we are going into Taurus season, we decided to kind of look into the Taurian traits and characteristics that make up a Taurus and put them into a spread. But I do believe that the questions are broad enough and are well written enough that they can apply to any of the zodiac signs, which is why I'm using them for all the zodiac signs for the month of May. Okay, so give me a moment to pull all of these cards in the spread, and then we'll take a look-ski. So with my Wally's World, I like to use it to pull a theme card, just to kind of give us a general overview for the month. I want to take a look at all aspects to give you guys a nice, thorough reading. Okay. All right, looks like we have our card there. And next I'm going to pull from the Playful Heart Tarot. Oh my gosh, Sherry Bug! Hello everyone, Libra Moon and Rising here. Woo woo! How are you? How have things been? Gosh, it feels like forever. Okay, let's see. These cards always get stuck in here because of their linen nature. Okay, so the questions that I have in this spread are, where do we have an excess of abundance? We're always trying to pull in abundance, but where already do we have an excess of that abundance? So we'll take a look-ski into that. Also taking a look into boundaries, we're going to take a look at where our boundaries need a little bit of help and where our boundaries are strong. Afterwards, going into how we can form stronger bonds with others, since Taurus actually is really good with that. So how can we all benefit from such a trait? And then lastly, a Taurian trait that we can all embrace. Okay. One more card here. Bada boom, bada bing. Excellent. All right, and then just for, a little extra for you guys, I'm going to pull an essential oil card because I know some of you guys work with essential oils or you work with herbs, and just kind of depending on what you're getting out of the reading, perhaps you want to utilize an essential oil or an herb just to kind of enhance your intentions for the month. Angela, hey, I decided to join again since your lives are so nice. Oh, well, thank you. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully everybody's had their dinner. I actually had just finished dinner just a little while ago. Got to watch a Star Trek TNG, Next Generation. It was one of the more popular Star Trek episodes called Inner Light. So I don't know how many of you guys are Trekkie fans out there, but I am a Trekkie. All right, lastly, I would like to pull a crystal card just for you crystal lovers out there. Maybe you can utilize it throughout the month. Angela said, oh yes, breakfast for dinner, hash browns with hamburger and cheese and ketchup. Well, what did everybody else have for dinner? I had, it sounds good, by the way. I had, it was like a wrap, like a veggie wrap that James created. I thought it was really good. He didn't finish his. I finished all of mine, but you know, I was super hungry. By the way, Libra, just wanted to say your cards flew out all over the place. So it sounds like maybe you want to utilize a lot of crystals this month. Don't know. Sherry Bug said, oh, asked if I pre-ordered the TNG Tarot coming out. You know, I wait until a few days just before a deck comes out to do the pre-order. Just, I don't know, it's my thing. I'm just like, okay, now in 3 days it shall be released. Okay, now we do it. So yeah, just before it gets released, I think I'll go ahead and put in my pre-order monies. All right, let's dive into our spread, you guys. So starting off with the Wally's World for our theme for the month. Oh, interesting. Okay, so let me show you guys this. Sherry Bug said a protein drink, but gonna have some cheese and crackers. Oh, okay, there you go. Angela said the deck is all up in its feelings. One time my tarot deck completely jumped out of my hand during a self-read. I had to play 72 card pickup. Dear, that has happened. And it's like, then I gotta count them all, make sure that I found all my cards. Anyway, this particular image here, it might be odd for you guys to see, but this is actually an image that was given to me by one of my good friends. She used to be my vocal teacher, and now she's my good friend. She's actually going for her second performance at the Met. So she's going to be an Akhenaten. So I'm so happy for her. Yes, she's an opera singer. I'm an opera singer too, but she's good. Says, what kind of protein drink? They have so many flavors. I wish it'd come out with a peppermint one. Ooh, that would be good. Yes, congrats to her. I know, I'm so proud of her. But this actually was taken at the Met, so that's why I bring that up. This is actually the stage here, and this is, you know, the lights and everything, and of course the orchestra would be down here and all the seats here. But this was for the opera L'Amour was, you know, going to be played here. And so when she took this picture, it was actually things coming full circle, because one of her very first operas that she ever went to go see was L'Amour. And so when she got her very first contract at the Met, that opera was actually playing at the time. So for her, it was like her, you know, her whole dream coming full circle. So as I look at this one, the theme throughout the month of May for all of you Librans out there is this feeling of things coming back round again. You know, something that may have, you know, a particular theme or situation that had occurred earlier in your life, maybe not just earlier this year, but maybe earlier in your life, coming back around again. It's almost like the circle completed. It's like the world card for you guys for the month. And this time, things aren't exactly the same. You've changed, your situation has changed, how you look at the world has changed. And so this is going to be a really good time for you guys in the month of May to take a look at, you know, how far you've come. Are these some of the things that you still really want? Or has your wants and dreams changed, which is okay because we're always evolving, but this is a really good check-in time for you guys. So really getting that pretty strongly. Let's see, let me go back here. Angela said, oh wow, beautiful. Is there a place I can buy this deck? Yes, actually. Go down into the information box. It has a link to my website, and or you can just go to my Etsy site, and I have my Wally's World, which you'll notice the cover looks just like that. But Wally's World, yeah, is on my Etsy, or you could just get it off my website. So either one. Sherry Bug said, I like Premier brand. My fave flavor is Premier brand apple and oat. They also have chocolate mint flavor. Ooh, girl, I'd get the chocolate mint flavor protein. Mint chocolate is my favorite. Need to see an opera there. Yes, yes, I know, right? Angela said, oh wow, I may have to look into those. Alrighty, all right. Okay, so wow, that's kind of a big theme, you guys, for the month of May. So let's dive into that spread. Where might our Libra friends have an excess of abundance. So all you sun, moon, and risings, me, moon. So where might we have an excess of abundance? We have the Three of Cups here. All right, Libra. So when it comes to your creativity, your ability to take what's in your mind, your imagination, your dreams, and put it into reality. You guys are very good with that. For a lot of people, they have a lot of creative ideas, they have a lot of dreams, but it's very difficult for them to place it into the 3D. So taking it from 4 and 5D and putting it into the physical world. But you guys are really good at that. In fact, you have an abundance of that. So perhaps throughout the month, you know, with things coming full circle and kind of seeing where you're at, where you would like to be, you know, if certain things still resonate with you, if they don't, and looking at all of the ideas and the things that you've brought into this world, that you have manifested from up here, and how all that has changed, and the things that you have wanted to manifest, are those still the things that you want to do? Because you have an excess of abundance when it comes to that. And that's something that's very enviable and something that you could teach others. And maybe you can. Maybe you can start that this month. Maybe you already do that. Okay, let's see. Let's go into the second question, where our boundaries maybe need a little bit of help. All right. And we have the 10 of Cups. All right. All right. So what I'm getting with this one, my Librans, when it comes to the people that are closest to us, like our closest friends, but probably mostly our family and those that we consider family, when it comes to you wanting to look good in their eyes, like you want to be the person that they rely on, that they lean on, that you want to be a good listener, you want to be the person that's always there for them. And so when you need something, you may not feel like you want to burden other people, and really it's not a burden, but sometimes we just feel that way, like I don't want to burden my family with my stuff, but if they have stuff, oh yeah, I'm here for them. And so that's just kind of a boundary there, where we'll drop the boundary and say, yeah, everybody, you know, I'm here to help you, don't worry about me. You know, I want to be the shoulder that you cry on. I want to be able to help you out with your stuff, like any way you can, like I want to be there for you. But when it's your turn, you're like, oh no, that's fine, I can try to do it myself, they don't need to help me. But you know, that might be a boundary that you might want to take a look at. Why is that? Is it a solar plexus issue, self-worth issue? You know, it's a two-way street. The people that we love want to help us too. So maybe we could work on allowing them, you know, to feel fulfilled and wanting to help us just like we feel fulfilled in helping them. All right, so Angela said, don't be like Luisa from Encanto and burn yourself out. Ask for help and hugs if you need them. You don't need to carry way too much, everyone. Exactly. Perfect. And I like that you're bringing up Encanto. Yes. All right. Let's see. So let's go look into where our boundaries are. Muy fuerza. Strong. Okay. And we have the Empress. All right. So when it comes to not only nurturing others, but you do know how to kind of take care of yourself. And I was actually also getting beauty with it too, when you're looking to make something beautiful. So it's kind of actually a two-part message, you know, with those boundaries, where when it comes to taking care of yourself and taking care of others, that's something that you will not budge on. Like you know that helping yourself, you're I would say, like, self-love is important. For some reason, it's a little shaky when it comes to maybe asking help from family, but you know, taking care of your energy and taking care of your mental health and all of that, you're very good at that. And nobody's going to take that away from you. You're not going to drop your boundary for anyone on that one. But also I was getting, when it comes to you making something beautiful, like I said, you guys are really creative. So if you are more of the artsy type, you know, and maybe you've redesigned the interior of a home, or you're doing a garden, or whatever it may be, you usually don't drop your boundaries when somebody comes by and has a negative opinion of it, of like, oh no, let's just redo it this way and let's do it my way. You're willing to compromise, you're willing to, talk it out with people, but you will not just take negative criticism that has no, like, there's nothing behind it. There's no, trying to get you to create something better. When people just come in with their negativity, it's really not criticism at all. It's just negativity, jealousy, whatever it may be. Yeah, you guys don't have the time of day for that. Okay. All right, so let's look into forming stronger bonds with others this month. Angela said, I love that movie. It had me crying. Such a good shadow work film. Dude, yes, that, and basically, as I'm thinking of like all the operas, because I was thinking of my friend and everything. Dude, I think every opera is a shadow work opera. I mean, aside from maybe some of the more comedic operas out there, but a lot of them very, they're kind of like a lot of them very tragic, and it's very shadowy, but a lot to be learned from them. Okay, so stronger bonds with others in the month of May. We have the Six of Swords. All right. So, okay, Libra, I got you. I said before, you guys are really good at wanting to help others, especially your family members, and the people that you call family that may not necessarily be blood related. You're very good at listening. You want to help them. You want to give of your energy, sometimes too much, with dropping the boundaries. But when it comes to just building a strong bond with anyone else, even people outside of your, quote unquote family, when you can not only stand by their side when they're going through rough times, but allowing others to be by your side when you are going through something, is going to build a very, very, very strong bond. Okay, because you are being led in by that person or that group of people to give of your love and give of your talents and your knowledge, but you're also allowing them to tap into their skills and their love and their knowledge to help you out. So it becomes this two-way street. So if you really want to build some strong bonds with maybe people at work, this is more like people outside the family, your acquaintances, neighbors, whatever it may be, when you open up in that vulnerable way and others open up in a vulnerable way, the bond that you create starts to transcend just mere acquaintances or work colleagues, and we start to really come together as people, regardless of our titles. So, hey, there you go. Okay, let's see. So final card here before we tap into your essential oil and crystal for the month. Sherry Bug's like, holy crap, calling us out. I know, right? I'm like, okay. So the final one, what is a Taurian trait that us Libras can embrace? All right, we have the Magician. Okay, give me a little bit of time with this one. Okay. All right, here we go. So this is playing off of your strengths. Like I said, you guys are uber creative. You can take something that's up here, make it real, make it physical. You're also really good with people, sometimes too much. Angela said the cards are feeding us the medicine without the sugar. Oh no. But with the Magician here, I'm getting that, Taurians, when it comes to indulgence and when it comes to food especially, and being creative in the kitchen, being creative with their indulgences and just like really relishing them and feeling good in them, I think that a trait that maybe you guys want to embrace in the month of May, if you feel burned out or whatever it may be, is tap into that Taurus energy of how can you guys get creative in the kitchen, maybe make something for the whole family or for the neighborhood, or get together with some other neighborhood people, the whole creating stronger bonds with others thing, and use your love and creativity to put it into food if you would like, to bring people together, and, also for helping yourself. And but also, where are some places that you can, or some things that you can do to really indulge yourself in the month of May, especially if May is going to be, hectic. It seems like that just so far from the readings with the other zodiac. It's going to be a little bit hectic, and a lot of zodiac are being encouraged to slow down. Others are, it's like pick up the pace because they've already had their slowdown period. For you guys, it's kind of neutral. It's maybe continue doing what you guys are doing, but just make sure that you are not taking on too much, by refusing to ask for help from others. So where can you guys work your magic? That creativity that you guys have, let's put it into something that you can really, just feel good in, some self-care stuff, but maybe also branch out and extend that to other people that you know in your neighborhood, in your family, and see if that might help them out as well in their self-care. Let's see. Sherry's like, isn't that the truth? Angela said, dinner and dessert is a great way to bring people together who can be mad eating good food. Plus, people listen better when their mouth is full. Exactly. No, I 100% agree with that. The world needs more hugs and more chocolate cake. Well, there you guys go. So, hey, maybe going off of Angela's idea, wouldn't it be fun, if you wanted to bring your neighborhood together? I used to actually, when I was a kid, I grew up on a cul-de-sac, so it was kind of easy for, the neighborhood folks to kind of get together because we're kind of up on a street that ends. But if you maybe had like a little cookout or something like that, and it was like, hey, free slice of cake with every hug, if you come over for a hug, I'll give you a slice of cake, I don't know, you guys can have something fun like that, in the neighborhood. And plus, if you don't really know your neighbors all that well, I think this is a really good icebreaker too. If you guys for years maybe have just been kind of like a, hey, how's it going? Or, hey, I got this in my mailbox, I think this is your mail, the very just kind of surface level stuff. But hey, if you could bring people together with food, like food really does bring people together, and it's very hard for people to stay angry, like you said, when their mouth is full, especially when it's good food. So you guys have a think on that. Maybe I'll have a think on that too. Sherry Buck says, so I haven't told you, but I just started an LLC that's going to be based around small farm agriculture products at farmers markets. So all this is just killing me in this reading. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Girl, I am so proud of you on that. That is amazing. Yes, my little heart, my little green heart, like that is amazing. That is cool. That is very cool. Okay, well, let's see. Maybe we have an essential oil that you can utilize as you're preparing for that. Let's see. Ooh, hey, here we go. Cinnamon. Here's something that most all of us have in our probably pantry right now. Okay, so the key word for this is intimacy. If you don't have any cinnamon on hand, or you don't like utilizing cinnamon, then maybe there is another herb that you want to utilize for in place of it, using the kind of keyword intimacy. So it could be an herb, spice, could be an actual essential oil. It says, oh wow, maybe you should make a farm fresh food cookout. That would be so cool. Definitely. And Sherebook's saying that might be a good idea. Yes. Okay, so the statement on here is, it can only get better. Yes, everybody here, all my Libras listening, it can only get better. Allow yourself to experience more joy and love. Raise your resonance by swimming in the sweetness of life and bringing people together. Isn't that just the epitome of this? You get to not only experience the joy of being able to give and seeing how it affects other people, but people get to, again, give you their love and gratitude in return. And, and if they get to help, all the better, really bringing people together in their talents and skills and in love. Like that's just, that I think is what we all really need. Like if we're a community of world, right? World of earth. And, bring people together like that. That would just be amazeballs. Okay, a crystal maybe you guys want to utilize is a labradorite. See the magic, just like we pulled this magician card here. You know, embracing that Taurian trait. Maybe we can do that with a little bit of labradorite. Those of you that work with crystals, or maybe you have a comparable crystal to this. All right, amazing, amazing. Let's go ahead and grab that Witch's Tarot, and let's get a little bit deeper into the month of May for you guys. So let's take a look at health, wealth, love, and career. Angela said, amen, exactly. Bringing everyone together because we are made of love. We come from a place of love. And I think sometimes as human beings, we lose our way on that. And it just takes a few brave souls to help us to remind us of the love that resides within us. All right, let's see. Speaking of love, there goes the love card there. And lastly, let's pull a career card for you guys. Let's see. Angela said, ooh, I have a big labradorite here. Ooh, that sounds pretty. Cherrybug also has some labradorite. I have a few pieces. I love labradorite in both of its forms, both polished and in raw form. I think is amazing. I think the energy is a lot more intense when it's raw, but I definitely love to see the pronounced flash when it's polished. Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's take a look into health, Libra. Any messages regarding our health for the month of May? Magician, again. Really? Okay. Magician, magician, magic. Oh, and the colors match. That's cool. All right. Give me a moment with this one because I want to make sure I'm getting the clearest download here. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Well, that was easy. All right. So Libras, we were just talking about, I think this is really about food, like, but bringing people together in food, and not just food, but like maybe doing like a festival or carnival or something. I know, Cherrybug, that you're going to be doing some farmers market stuff, but maybe along the lines of that as well. But just bringing people together is going to be so good for your health, especially if it's centered around food, because we want to bring in heart-based food, food that's good for our bodies. It's good for our soul. Sure, we can have a little chocolate cake here and there, but we want to make sure that it's the most high vibe food, and that we share it with those that we are surrounded by, you know, to not only fill our bellies, but also to fill our souls, fill our hearts. So with health this month, I think it's really good for you guys to maybe do something, you know, with your community surrounded around food, because that's just kind of, you know, how most of our cultures get along together. But I think that's going to do wonders for your health. I'm talking your emotional health, your mental health, your spiritual health, and also your physical health, because that's the physical food as well. Let's see. Angela said, I've never seen it raw. Had a funny experience with my polished here. It flashed randomly just sitting on the counter. It slow rippled all its colors as I was paying. Really? Dude, that is your crystal. Wow. The employee ringing me up asked me for permission to touch it, and I said for sure, and she bagged it in a pouch for me. That is awesome. That is so cool. It is gorgeous. The energy on it is awesome. I hold it when I have a bad day. You know, certain crystals, man, they just jump out at us. They're like, take me home and I'm going to be your best companion. For me, it's hemimorphite. You know, anytime I can get my hands on a nice chunk of hemimorphite, I'm happy as a clam. But there is a particular piece of hemimorphite that I have that is like my fave of like all the things. I have that one hemimorphite, and that's just like, that's my jam. It's my sidekick. Food, music, and hugs translates in every language. Yes, so I have a feeling that when it comes to your health, that's what you guys got to do. It's not always dieting and, going to the gym, all that stuff is really good for you, and, having a healthy spiritual practice and, taking care of your mental health and all that. But what if you could take all of that and incorporate your community? I think that would be really good for you guys this month. Okay, let's take a look into wealth. And we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, so what I'm getting with that one is there might be some things that you guys have held off on buying, like not just little things like, oh, I want to get a new pair of running shoes or, something like that. I'm seeing this as like a little bit bigger, like a much larger purchase. Could be a car, could be a home, could be, something large in that arena, paying for college for a child or something like that. But this might be the month that you guys take charge in it and decide, okay, we're going for the thing this month. So this is, it just seems like the energy this month is a good month for you guys to do that. So maybe this doesn't resonate with everybody, but those of you that have been waiting for a large purchase, I think this is the month to go ahead and pull the trigger on that one. Let's see. Let's see. Are the cards saying we need a summer party? Yes. I'll come. What deck is it that the card is gorgeous? This one is the Witch's Tarot. Sherrybook says, I've been craving Larimar lately. I don't know. Actually, I just pulled out some Larimar because I'm going to put together what's called my bunny bags. They're my bunny medicine bags that we're going to have in Desert Cauldron. And I have all the stones out, especially my Larimar, and everything that I want to put into those bags. And we're going to put them on Desert Cauldron, but it's more like in prep for our shop anniversary. So those special little medicine bags are going to go into the shop. So we're having fun kind of figuring out what goes in each bag and kind of what the energy is of each of those little bags. But yeah, so anyway, in terms of wealth and finances, a opportune month to go ahead and make that large purchase that you've been putting off for a while. So could be, like I said, a large thing. Could even be a vacation. Larimar is so pretty. I always call it pieces of the sky when I see it in the stores. Yes, makes the crystal shop owners laugh. Yes, pieces of the sky. I can see that. I can see that for sure. Okay, love. Okay, we have, I think this is the exact same card and the exact same position that I pulled yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. It was the Two of Cups. That's kind of cool. Yesterday, who was I reading for? I'm like, it feels like it was so long ago. Virgo. I was reading for Virgo yesterday. So yeah, Virgo had the Two of Cups in the love position. But let's see if it's the similar message or you guys have a different message on this one. Okay. Remember I said that the theme was things coming full circle, right? And, the other big thing we've been talking about is bringing community together, and, that kind of coming full circle too. But that could also be a part of this whole coming full circle, like if you had a big like cookout or, farmer's market, something like that. Is this something that you've wanted to do in the past, but now it's coming to completion? Or is this something that maybe wasn't on your radar 5 years ago to this day, but now, we're doing something like this. So it just shows kind of where you are in your path now and your growth and all of that. But I was also getting that, although it I think it's really going to behoove a lot of you to really do something like this. Try the best that you can, working with others, trying to bring everybody together. Food could be involved. I think it would be awesome, but that's up to you guys. But also involving your partners. Those of you that are in a relationship or, are married or long-term relationship, or you've been dating for a while, this would also be really good at having them get involved with this and things that they know how to do. Maybe they're good with cooking, in which case they can help with that. Danny, hello. Or maybe they're not so good in the cooking, but they're really good at chatting up people, and they're really good at, maybe setting up some games for people or things like that, but really involving them. I think it's really going to help with your guys' relationship bond. And if you're not in a long-term relationship, and you're just kind of dating around or dating somebody, maybe you can bring that person to this event. Like I said, I think this is a great opportunity for you guys to get to know each other, those of you that are still getting to know each other, because you get to see them kind of outside of like a traditional date. You get to see them showcase their skills, their love, how they interact with others, how they give to their community, and they get to see you do that as well. So you guys get to learn a lot from each other just by watching each other interact with other community members and, do something fun and lighthearted. So it's a win-win, whether you guys are in a long-term relationship or not. I think bringing somebody that you're at least interested in or you have been with for a while is going to be really good for you guys. So, hey! Let's see. Angela said, dang. All right, let's take a look into career. All right. We have the Knight of Swords. Okay, as it pertains to career, whatever it is that you guys do for a living, whether you work for someone else but you work at home, or maybe you work, you go to work, you commute every morning, or perhaps you work for yourself. You are an entrepreneur or self-employed. I feel like there are many of you that have had certain things on your mind lately of changes that you would like to make. Maybe changes within your job, maybe not necessarily leaving the job, but big changes that you've wanted to make within that job, or how you perceive it, or your contribution to that job, like I said, whether you work for yourself or not. This is going to be a month that you guys can enact some of those ideas that you've had. I feel like taking my job in this direction, or I feel like doing this, or let's shift this and do this differently. I've had a good enough time to kind of think it through, and now we get to put it into action. So whatever you guys have been thinking about in terms of your career, maybe tweaking it a little bit, shifting it, or shifting the focus of it, this is a perfect month to finally, boom, put it into 3D, which is what you guys are really good at. You're good at taking all of these ideas, even when it comes to things like your career, and creating that change. So, hey, again, the whole full circle thing. Think about where you were last year in this job. Maybe you were just kind of coming up with those ideas, and now here you are, 2022, you're ready to put those ideas into action, So kind of think about those things as well. Angela said the other one was a dragon. It looked like so that it was so fitting. Let's see, where's my... Oh yeah, it kind of does look like it. In here, it kind of looks like that, actually. All right. Let's see. I would also like to pull a couple of cards about maybe an opportunity that you have coming up this month, and maybe a possible block, and how we can utilize that block or work with that block. Okay, so let's pull those two cards. For this one, I'm using that Universal Folk Oracle right there. Okay. Boom. Okay. Libra. Boom, boom. All right, Libra, let's see. Let's take a look into a possible block for May. All right, so here we have protection, armament, strengthen, boundaries, aura. Look at that beautiful purple in the card. Such gorgeous art. I love this deck. Okay. All right. So possible block this month. So many wonderful ideas. This is, oh, that cover art on the box is adorable. I know, right? Anita Inverardi, she's a creator out in Scotland, actually. I love her artwork. So we were talking about, for this month, you guys having a lot of creative abilities, having a lot of wonderful ideas that you're good at making real, coming to the 3D world, the material world. And then when we were talking about boundaries, we said that, hey, you guys are really good at nurturing yourselves and also creating beauty in the world, and nobody's going to stomp all over that. This is looks like the Violet Duchess from the Alice in Wonderland show I used to watch as a kid. Oh, very cool. For the protection card. And then we said for where we need a little bit of help with our boundaries, you notice that the people in this card are wearing purple, just like in this card. So I'm inclined to believe that these cards are somewhat connected. Okay, so where we needed a bit of help with our boundaries was with our people that are closest to us. I'm not talking about the neighborhood that we hopefully will be bringing together in the month of May, but like our loved ones, the ones closest to us, and how you're willing to drop everything in order to help them out, but you feel a little awkward or uncomfortable with them helping you. And so with this one, the block is, putting up this like barrier, thinking that you're protecting your family from, your anxieties or the troubles that you're going through. Like, oh, I don't want to burden them. I'm protecting them from that. Or those of you that are parents, maybe you feel like you're protecting your children by keeping them out of the loop about anything that's going on with you. Like, oh, they don't need to know about my health, or they don't need to know about this. I don't want to burden people. I'm protecting them. But remember that if the situation was reversed and a family member was putting up a barrier in front of you and saying, no, that's fine, I'm fine, I don't need your help, it would be very frustrating, right? You'd feel like, what did I do for you to push me away? I love you, I want to help you. So just kind of keep that in mind if you feel like this is coming up for you, where you put up this, no, that's fine, I don't need your help. Just remember that if you were on the other side, you would desperately want to help that person, no matter how small or frivolous you think it is. They just want to be there for you because that's how they show their love, and that's how you show your love. So just kind of keep that in mind, you guys. Okay. Maybe it means you shouldn't let people take, the Violet Duchess in that show had sticky fingers. She'd steal things or take advantage of time. That too. That actually, that's why I love doing the live chats as well, is whatever's coming up for you guys as well. Any other intuitive hits, definitely say them. So that's definitely something else that could be another message coming through. So yes. Okay, for a possible opportunity, we have warrior, focus, assertiveness, rise, action. And this one, where did we see something that was a little similar to this? Oh, in the career card. Take a look at that. It's time to put things into action. So you do have an opportunity as it pertains to your job. All those things that you've been ruminating about, I could do this, let's switch things up here. I want to take things in this direction. Now we get to put that into action. And by putting things into action, you really reinforce to your higher self and to your human self that, hey, when my intuition hits, I listen to it. When my heart is speaking, I listen to it. And by doing that, we strengthen not only our solar plexus, but we strengthen our intuitive abilities because we're giving it a voice. So, hey, you guys. Very cool. Okay. Oh, hey, all right. It's voting time. That's right. Everybody who's in the live chat today gets to do a little bit of voting. So I'm going to pose 2 questions to you guys, and you guys vote on the question that you would like me to pull a card on. The deck that I'm going to use is that 100 Ink Animals deck, but I'm going to have you guys vote with an emoji. And if you can't have, or you don't have access to your emojis, then I'm just going to have you type out some words. So here it goes. For the first question, if this is the one that you want me to pull a card on, please vote with a red heart emoji, or just type the words red heart. Okay, so here's the question. April showers bring May flowers. What lesson must be learned before my next biggest manifestation can come to fruition? Okay, again, what lesson must be learned before my next biggest manifestation can come to fruition? All right, second question. If you like this question, please vote with a green heart emoji or type out the words green heart. Okay? What outer truth am I ignoring? Again, what outer truth am I ignoring? All right, so you guys go ahead and cast your votes. Red heart is what lesson must be learned before my next biggest manifestation can come to fruition. Green heart, what outer truth am I ignoring? All right, so cast those votes. Go ahead. The most hearts wins, so either the most red hearts or the most green hearts. And in the meantime, I'm going to get this deck nice and shuffled up for you guys. And maybe I'll give you guys the Jeopardy music. I don't know. Do, 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 do. All right, Angela's coming in with the green hearts. Green heart. All right, all right. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Oops. Do, 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 do. Oh, and in the meantime, I'm going to get some water because the throat. Nice and cold. All right. Do we have any other votes coming in? So red hearts or green hearts? Otherwise, it looks like we'll be going with green heart, with Angela's green heart, which will be for the question, what outer truth am I ignoring? So I'll give people a little bit more time. I know it's after dinner, so people are kind of moving around doing stuff. If I end up the only vote, we need to revote so people have another chance, because I don't think that's fair. Well, like I said, we'll just give everybody a little bit of time. But also, you know what? There is another person in the room. I could ask him for a vote too, so we'll see. Just giving people a little bit of time. Oh, and those people that maybe you guys are walked away for a second. So the voting is for one of two questions. So the red heart vote was for pulling a card for the next lesson, or the lesson that must be learned before the next biggest manifestation can come to fruition. And the green heart vote was for what outer truth am I ignoring? Okay. All right. So I'm also going to give maybe, oh, Susie, hey, it says I'll vote green, just arrived. All right. And sorry. Oh, no worry, Angela, no worries. I encourage everybody, talk as much as you want. Okay, so we have one green heart, two green hearts. All right, we have two green hearts. Let me ask the other person in the room what they might vote. James, red or green heart?
Green.
Okay, James also says green. Okay, so that would make 3 green hearts, you guys. All right, so is that it? We'll do a little countdown. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see if I can vote with my fingers. All right, so it looks like green heart it is. I'm having issues like counting with my fingers. Whatevs. Okay, so our green heart question is, what outer truth am I ignoring? Oh, Susie's on the computer would add emojis. Hey, that's why I say type it out or add emojis. You know, not everybody's on their cellular device all the time. Okay, so let's see. What outer truth are we ignoring? What outer truth are we ignoring? Okay, all right, I got our card. Oh, okay. Spider composition. And actually, on Earth Day, James and I went for a hike out in the Superstition Mountains here in Arizona, and we came across this really cool looking tarantula that was just kind of, you know, catching a little bit of sun. It was coming out from underneath a rock, just wanted to catch some of the rays. But that is the first tarantula that I've seen here in Arizona. They always talk about all these scorpions and tarantulas and all this stuff, and I've been out in the boonies, and this is my first tarantula in like a year. Anyway, Let me dive into this one and connect with the animal medicine. So, spider, what outer truth are we ignoring? Ooh. Oh. Oh. Are you guys ready for this one? I mean, I'm in on this too. I'm a Libra moon, so okay. I'll go with it. It's a ooh spider. Love tarantulas. Angela said, "Oh, one of my totem animals. They're symbolic of protection, homemaking, medicine, comfort, and mothers. Very nice. And also ancestors and elders. Very cool." Susie agrees. Yes. Okay, so the medicine that was coming through here, I know not all spiders spin like webs, beautiful, delicate webs. You know, tarantulas have a different kind of webbing system, but definitely they're considered like the weavers. Almost like in certain Native American cultures, there's a spider woman who is technically kind of like the creator of Earth, you know, weaving things together with her spider's web to create the world that we have now. And so as I was connecting with spider energy, you know, spider was saying some of the things that you guys had mentioned about, you know, being, you know, these wonderful creators. Yes, you guys can do that, and we have mentioned that in the spread, and you guys just know that inherently that, you know, you can create some wonderful things, and you know, you can bring communities together with your ideas. You can change the course of direction, you know, big direction with, you know, your ideas. Grandmother spider, yes. But with all of these things that we can weave and create and bring people into, know that there's always a shadow aspect of that as well. So that's more of our light aspect, and everything, remember, is light and shadow. It's just that's the balance, and we always try to, you know, keep that balance. And every time, you know, we work in shadow, we bring light to it, and that just you know, casts more light on other things that need work, and, you know, so on and so forth. So the shadow aspect of that is, if we can spin energetic webs to bring people together, we know that in shadow, what we spin out in the world, our energy, our thoughts, even our own shadows, we can bring people into those too. And so what we put out energetically, or what we feel about ourselves, or our shadows that we think we have contained within us, other people are brought into that as well, our family members, those around us. And so that's why it's very important to, you know, try to ground as much as possible, to understand yourself as much as possible, to, you know, continue with your healing journey, because you do affect your environment, just like everybody around you brings you into their environment as well. We're all just kind of bouncing off of each other. And so sometimes that's something that we want to ignore, you know, when things are happening that we don't really agree with in our life, or people come into our lives, they come into our web and, you know, maybe they're not the greatest person in the world, you know, and we think, oh, it's just random happenstance. Well, you know, part of those things coming into our sphere is our, you know, is what we're putting out there, and that's why we work on the things that we do. So this is just a reminder of our light and our shadow, and just to make sure that we're consciously aware of it and that we're not ignoring it. Okay, let me go back here. Susie said, "We appreciate, beautiful message." Oh, thank you. Angela said, "Some African cultures have a trickster spider entity as well." Very cool. Oh, I love reading up on cultures and, you know, the different you know, creations and stories and everything. It's amazing. Angela said, "Who is male?" I forgot his name. Oh, that's James. This is thanks, Susie. I love the different mythos. In one of her stories, she saved a child who fell in a well by teaching his village to weave rope like she does, and they were able to save him. Very cool. And everybody's saying, "A beautiful," agreed. Angela said, "Even spiders let certain prey out of their webs because they cause them danger. Don't be afraid to let things go." Yes, Yes, yes. um, oh, Susie's like, hi, James typing. Yes. Yeah, that's my other half over there. So there we go. That, not something that we, want to ignore forever, but just make sure that it's on our radar from time to time. All right. So with all of these messages, kind of filter them through, what connects with you, what doesn't, and how it connects with you. But I want to do a healing with you guys. So my intention with the healing is to put you guys into a space where you have a little bit of time for yourself. You can get, it's very short, just a couple minutes of your time. But you can get nice and centered, and with this time that you have, what intentions would you like to bring in for the month of May? So having listened to all the messages, what are some things, what are your thoughts on your intentions? What do you want to bring in? And also, what are the things that you want to release? It could be thought processes, it could be old paradigms, people, situations, whatever it may be. And so we'll just take that time to kind of breathe that stuff in, breathe out. But I also want to play a little music for you guys. This is my little tongue drum. It's just a few notes that I play towards the very end, but I'll walk you guys through a quick little guided meditation, and we'll just, have this little time for ourselves here. Oh, you meant the name of the male spider. Oh, okay. Gotcha. This is one of the stories, is spider entity's name and nothing. Oh, you know what? I've heard that one. I have forgotten too. No, that totally, that rings a bell. That one of the names is nothing. Yeah. Warning, it's a sad kind of brutal story if you look up. Well, some of the stories are, they can be rather brutal, but there's definitely a beautiful story and message within them, even though some of them can be quite tragic. Okay. All right, you guys, find yourselves a nice, comfortable space. So you guys could be laying down, sitting on the floor, sitting on a cushion, sitting in a chair. But just get yourselves nice and relaxed. All right. Nice and relaxed. All right, bring your awareness to your breath. Feel the rise and fall of your chest. Start to notice just the energy throughout your body. How are you feeling? How's your body feeling? If there's thoughts coming into your brain, just acknowledge them and let them float on by. Never giving too much time to any one thought, but just acknowledging them. All the while, continue to focus on your breath. Is the breath shallow? Is it deep? Do you breathe into your lungs, to your stomach, to your diaphragm? Just noticing your breath at this moment. And with your next inhale, I want you to inhale deeply. So filling up the lungs, the stomach, the diaphragm, giving a little pause, and exhaling fully till the belly button hits the spine. So again, nice full inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Pause, exhale. And with your next big inhale, I want you to focus on what intention you would like to bring in the month of May. Is it a particular energy? Is it an idea that you want to see put out into the world? Is it a feeling? What do you want to bring in May? Thinking about all the messages that you've just heard. Breathe that in. And as you exhale, think about the things that you would like to release in the month of May. Again, feelings, beliefs, thoughts, old ways of doing. Just breathe in and breathe out. Just focusing on those intentions and focusing on the release. Nothing else at this moment. This moment is for you. Continue to breathe. And now, if you can, visualize roots coming out from your legs, from your feet. These are your energetic roots, and these roots are going to dive deep, deep, deep down into the soil, twisting and turning, weaving, much like grandmother spider, as it tangles in with all the other root systems on the earth. The energetic roots of crystals, of animals, of other humans, the physical roots of trees, of plants, and other flowers, joining together as your roots reach deeper, 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 getting closer to the core of the earth. And as you get closer, you feel the warmth of Mama Gaia. This is her heart. This is the heartbeat of the earth. And allow your roots to wrap around that massive core, feeling ever so connected and grounded. You are protected. You are stable. Nothing can shake you. You are connected to the very core of this planet. And from there, breathe in Gaia's energy, the energies of the ocean, of the mountains, of the plains, of the valleys. Breathe it in as it is a part of you. You are a child of Gaia. Up through your roots, up through your body, feeling every soul, every organ, every limb, and feeling that energy go out through your highest chakra. And as it moves on out, it moves all the way up to source energy, filling source energy, and source blasts down with its bright white, high vibrational light down through your crown, your third eye, your throat, your heart, your solar plexus, your sacral, your root, down through your ground star chakra, down through your roots, touching into Mama Gaia's core. You are a beautiful conduit of energy. No other being can boast such a talent, such a way of connecting with these two energies. You are both made of source and spirit, but you're also made of Gaia, of earth. And these two energies play dualistically within your body. They are synergistic. They work together, and they create you. And as you are in this wonderful space, I want you to just continue focusing on your intentions, on that which you want to release, and focusing on the feeling that Source and Earth play within your body. Okay, I'm going to play a few notes on the tongue drum. You guys continue breathing. right, you guys, go ahead and bring your awareness back into your body. Go ahead and wiggle your fingers, your toes. Go ahead and open your eyes. Oh, Susan said, thank you. That really is divine. Thank you. Oh, you're very welcome. You guys have a beautiful night. Same to you as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading, and for coming and hanging out with me. Again, I hope that you found the healing helpful for you guys. Just, spending a little time, in just some stillness while we focus on our intentions. But I'm wishing you all a wonderful May. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Remember that tomorrow, instead of doing my Scorpio zodiac reading, I'm going to push that till after Pisces, which will be on May 2nd, because I'm going to be out of town. We're going off and we're taking Quetzadora, my Jeep, out to the Bloody Basin. I know, what a name, right? But there's this really cool old bridge that's out there, so we're gonna go a little off-roading, do a little camping out there, but we'll be back Thursday night for the next zodiac reading. But anyways, thank you guys. Oh, thank you, Susie. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, for coming in and commenting. And thank you for everybody who is subscribed to this channel and has given thumbs ups. Thank you, thank you. Bye. Angela said, I did that reading, was fun. The meditation was beautiful. I'm so glad you guys liked it. Thank you. And I also want to thank everybody who's donated to my PayPal me, or has done the super chats and the super stickers. They all are really appreciated, because this is what I do and I love what I do. I love helping out and being able to, pass on some messages. It's, just how I like to contribute to everyone. It says, oh, have fun, bring a black light. Scorpions glow in black light. Ooh, that is a good idea. You know what? I'm going to actually grab that right after the chat so I don't forget it. And yeah, so I can keep the camp clear for sure. I don't want to be the first time I run into a scorpion out here at night, right? But I also want to thank my patrons. Thank you so much for, especially, my patrons. My Michelle, thank you, and Surian, and Brandy, and V, and Samara, Kirsten, the Silver Wheel Witch, and Kayla, Brian, and Jason. Thank you all so very much. And like I said, everybody who popped in here today. So I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. We'll definitely have fun camping. I'm going to bring that black light just so at night. But yeah, you guys have a great evening. Catch you later. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out. Bye, guys.